Comedy Central Sports presents BattleBots. Tonight, the run for the quarterfinals is here. It's the last chance to earn a spot in the playoffs. And though many will try, only the best will move on. Good friends and fellow flippers, Sabotage and Zion, turn on each other. And mortal enemies, Slap 'em Silly and Wedge of Doom, fight to the death. There'll be some happy endings, but not for everyone. In the book of high-energy bot bashing, tonight is just the beginning.
This Comedy Central Sports presentation of BattleBots is brought to you by Circuit City. We're with you. And by LucasArts, the creators of Star Wars Bounty Hunter.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Tim Green, along with my fellow bibliophile, Bill Dwyer.
Well, if that means guy who likes to see robot guts after brutal bot beatdowns, then I'm your man. And Jared Singleton and Michael Sabatino are just the guys to deliver the goods.
Jared Singleton, Reno, Nevada, Zion.
Michael Sabatino, Greenwood, Indiana, Sabotage.
It's going to be tough. I need to keep my front facing him, can't let him get around behind us, and hopefully grab onto him, see what happens.
I'm going to try to get to the back side of him. Jared's a real good driver, so it's going to be pretty tough.
Winner moves on to the middleweight quarter.
Introducing in the red square. If at first you don't succeed, then you're screwed. There ain't no second chances with Sabotage.
Well, the bot may be mean, but Michael Sabatino, nice guy, says his role model is his dad.
And in the blue square, yo, 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 it's off the hook in this hizzy. Y'all better step off when this gangsta starts creeping. Give a big shout out to Zion.
You want to talk about nice guys? Zion's Jared Singleton. He's in a youth group at church. Loves his mom's cooking.
The box is locked, the lights are on, it's robot fighting time. The two nice guys come out and get after it early.
Right at one another, good friends, showing no fear.
Sabotage, the two-wheeled wedge. Zion with that biohazard-like design and the flipping arm in front. Of course, Sabotage has a flipping arm as well.
More lifting arms. It's more about lifting with these two. And Sabotage has the teeth, so he can come at you jaws-like. I like that.
Both bots kind of feeling each other out. It's something you would expect from a couple of friends. These guys exchange stickers and T-shirts from their respective teams before this match.
Yeah, let's see how nice they play once they start banging it up here in the box. Now, it looks like Zion is testing for wind there in the battle box, but he's holding that arm up. He's going to clamp. Maybe a little tentative right now, huh, Tim? He's not getting the flip. His timing's way off.
No, neither bot has really, so far, been able to get up underneath the other one.
You know how it is when friends fight. When you're horsing around with your friend, you're wrestling, maybe you lay off a little bit. You don't know what to do.
I think maybe you start out, you feel each other out a little bit, and then you get a little ticked off.
Yeah, when you start to sweat, exactly. Somebody knocks over your mom's lamp, and all of a sudden it's a whole new game.
That's right.
You're paying for that.
The one with the clamp on Sabotage, and he's taking him for a ride, and it ain't in the country. Look at the mouth of Sabotage just kind of feebly opening and closing like an alligator that's been spiked.
Oh, this is going to be sweet. Now he's got him in a good position for the pulverizer.
All right. Hey, that's what friends are for, my friend.
Drops him off. Oh, now he's in a precarious position, though.
Now Sabotage has got a chance, and Sabotage nudges Zion to the pulverizer.
Look at this. Turnabout.
Uh-oh. Sabotage got himself up on those screws, and they are deadly this season. You can see those serrated edges.
Both wedges are very effective. You can see both players just popping right over one another.
Back and forth, and we've seen some nice grappling, though, too. Now Zion in control of Sabotage. See if we can get him over to one of the hazards.
Unable to get the lift on him like he did before.
Zion with another opportunity to clamp Sabotage. A real close back and forth battle.
That's it. Yeah. How do you call that one?
I have no idea.
Looks like an episode of Dawson's Creek down there. Let's take a look at the Circuit City replay. This was a great fight. Here's Sabotage early on getting a nice lift on Zion, but then the big lift and carry across the box, a pounding by the pulverizer. That was the fight.
The three judges at arena side have turned in a split decision. 23-22 for the blue square, Zion.
Wow, that was tight. Zion beat Sabotage in a split decision. Phil, take us through this one.
Okay, follow along now. Sabotage barely takes the aggression and damage, but it all comes down to strategy as Zion pulls it out for the decision.
A loss like that has gotta hurt. Now here's Tony with the loser.
You can't have a closer decision than what the judges just turned in. Is that hard to swallow?
Yeah, it could have gone either way, really, so I'm not too upset about it. It was very close.
Lots of luck to you.
You don't want to miss Slap 'em Silly taking his swat at Wedge of Doom. A look at some early quarterfinal results, plus the BattleBots Hall of Fame. Coming up. Now it's time for BattleBots Trivia, brought to you by LucasArts.
Which one of the following is allowed on a BattleBot? A, an external combustion engine. B, a nuclear weapon. C, sulfuric acid. D, a long pointed stick. Stay tuned for the answer when we come back.
For more information on how you can enter a fighting robot in a BattleBots competition, log on to battlebots.com.
Okay, which weapon is allowed on a BattleBot? The correct answer is D, a long pointed stick. It helps if it's made out of titanium.
BattleBots fans come in all sizes and shapes and can be fanatical in their love of the sport. What's on the minds of this enthusiastic crowd? Here's Carmen with the Fan 411.
I'm in the stands here at BattleBots, and this is what it's all about. These rabid fans pay up to $100 for a ringside seat, and we have a few questions for them. Who's your favorite bot and why?
Well, definitely it's Braveheart because it's my husband's bot.
Ah, Biohazard. I'm old school that way.
Mouse or Catbot, he puts on a really good show.
If you could build your own robot, what would it be?
I'd call it the Predator.
He would have a taser and a flamethrower.
I like to have a flying robot that shoots flames.
What is your dream robot versus celebrity matchup?
Hazard versus Martha Stewart.
Dissector versus Schwarzenegger.
Voltronic versus Mike Tyson.
Toro versus Gandhi.
Well, it looks like everyone's got an opinion here at BattleBots. But I guess if you're paying $100 a seat, you're entitled to it. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Carmen. Martha Stewart versus Hazard. You know she'd probably just whip up some evil weapon out of jam jars and a melon baller and tear them apart.
Now, that's something I'd pay to see. Well, what kind of damage can a melon baller do?
I'll tell you later, but you can't tell anybody, all right?
Got it.
All right, now, we got to get to our lightweights who are locked and loaded. Slap 'em Silly driver Andy Sorrow of Tiburon, California enjoys the animated show Ed, Ed, and Eddie. He likes playing baseball and basketball.
Wedge of Doom driver Tony Buchignani is a Pisces who rates his looks 4 or maybe 5 out of 10, enjoys tennis, and says if he could have any superpower, it would be the ability to read other people's minds.
Well, he probably doesn't have to read Andy's mind to know that Andy wants to kick his butt.
Red driver, are you ready?
Yeah.
Slap 'em Silly is ready.
Blue driver, are you ready?
Ready.
Wedge of Doom is ready.
Watch it, lock, the lights are on. It's robot fighting time. Whoa, Wedge of Doom up and under, Slap 'em Silly right at the start.
And again, I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of that in this fight.
Oh, and Wedge of Doom takes Slap 'em Silly into the spikes.
Two very quick bots here.
quick bots, 2 wedges, but it looks to me as if Wedge of Doom has the clear design advantage, because when they go nose to nose, Wedge of Doom gets under Slap 'em Silly and slaps him silly.
So important to get that wedge almost touching the battle box floor. Almost, about 1/8 of an inch. That's what you need. That's how high it should be above the floor so you don't hit the seams.
Andy Soro unable to get his red BattleBot up underneath Wedge of Doom at all.
And he wants to go wedge to wedge. I think he might want to back into him and use that spike.
He's got to do something because Tony Buchignani is in total control of this fight right now, and he takes Slap 'em Silly into the spikes again.
And a lift!
Now lifts him off the floor. The crowd likes that.
A press!
Wedge of Doom up underneath Slap 'em Silly, controlling this fight.
Now he's got the lifting arm working as a clamp. Uh-oh.
Hey, he's taking him to the pulverizer. Oh, and that had to hurt. Andy Soro's bot is taking a pounding from the pulverizer. You can see the damage, but he's still going. That spike tail is no longer a spike.
No. He's got a little excitement at the end.
Tony Buchignani there concentrating on his driving, and he has shown all his driving skills in this fight, dominating, taking Slap 'em Silly all around the floor, including the pulverizer, and you see the damage the pulverizer did to Slap 'em Silly.
Slap 'em Silly is just outmatched here, power-wise and driving-wise. Andy Soro, he bought Slap 'em Silly online, and he's turned it into a good bot. He's ranked 20th in the lightweights. Wedge of Doom is so simple, isn't it? Just deceptively simple and hurtful.
Just the masterful driving of Tony Buchignani, very apparent in this fight. Andy Soro, 13-year-old, he's game, he's doing everything he can, but Buchignani is one of the best.
Slap 'em Silly, he's just kind of tentative. He's moving about, he's trying to stay away. He's not going to win the fight. Looks like he just wants to stay in there till the end, which it is now. Good fight, nothing to be ashamed of, Andy. I'll slap you. Take a look at the replays. This is all Wedge of Doom. First time, gets caught up on the spinner there. But he takes him, he lifts him, he presses him.
And then the most damage was done right here by the pulverizer as Wedge of Doom just pins Slap 'em Silly underneath the devastating hammer.
Slap 'em Silly got bent as Wedge of Doom earns the decision 39-6. Carmen, your thoughts on this one?
From the opening buzzer, Wedge of Doom rocked. He grabbed, shoved, and slapped him silly.
Here's Tony on the floor.
Now, you're known as a great driver, but so is Andy. Was he just overmatched in that fight?
Yeah, I was lower than him. I was able to get under him and drive him around, and that's what won me the match.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, Andy, it looks like Slap 'em Silly's hitting the road.
Yeah, when we got hit by a hammer, it bent our chassis, so we could only move backwards and spin.
But you have a lot of good years ahead of you, and you have a lot of years to plan that revenge.
Yeah, I do. He won't be able to beat us next time.
Strong words from the Slap 'em Silly team.
Coming up, some early quarterfinal results. Who's in, who's out? Find out when we come back, and a look at the smartest father and son since Homer and Bart. You are watching a Comedy Central Sports presentation of BattleBots with Carmen Electra, Tim Green, Arj Barker, Tony Rock, and me, Bill Dwyer.
Hey you, don't construct or operate a robot or BattleBot without proper supervision.
There's one place where every builder dreams of going, where his picture hangs proudly and his efforts are rewarded with praise and glory. We'll make that 2 places, Carmen's trailer and the BattleBots Hall of Fame.
Whether it's Cooperstown, New York, or Canton, Ohio, there's something about being in the presence of legends that gets my juices going. It's no different with the BattleBots Hall of Fame.
Each season, a new Titan of Titanium is recognized for his commitment to wanton destruction. This season, we recognize the only builder to win a giant nut in 2 weight classes: heavyweight Vlad the Impaler and super heavyweight Gladiator. Of course, we're talking about Gage Couchois.
Congratulations, you evil builder, you. We love ya. Bill, Tim?
That's got to be a great feeling. A lot like getting Employee of the Month twice.
While Bill gnaws on that little carrot, we're going to bring the rest of you up to speed on some early quarterfinal action.
All right, now try and keep up, gang. In lightweight action, Dr. Inferno Jr. looked like his old champion self again, pushing and shoving his way past Death by Monkeys in a close one. I said it was close.
Dr. Inferno Jr.
Doctor's back, making house calls with a vengeance.
Next, Gamma Raptor and Hexy Jr. traded flips and pushes, but in the end, only one of the lightweights moved on to the semis.
Gamma Raptor.
Sprechen Sie beating? Herrick harpooned and spun his little hammer off, but Code Black spun right back in this lightweight quarterfinal battle that left one bot beaten and all of us dizzy.
I think we got it. Sitting spinning, there's no points for that.
Code Black.
New fan favorite SOB, a.k.a. the Dustman, met Raph Jr. in a middleweight matchup that had slamming and jamming and plenty of action from the weapons on the bots and the hazards in the box. Both sides gave it a shot, but only one gets the nod for the semis.
That was good slamming. That was good slamming getting us out of there.
SOB.
In heavyweight action, Voltronic and Omega 13 traded jabs and danced on each other's face until the big wedge dropped the box under the hammer to take his place in the semis. That guy's a peach.
Voltronic.
And finally, New Cruelty pushed and No Apologies prodded with its steel spike in a super heavyweight quarterfinal bout that rocked the box and tested the metal and Lexan of both bots.
They got nothing to apologize for.
New Cruelty.
I'm exhausted, but did you get all that? Dr. Inferno Jr., Gamma Raptor, Code Black, SOB, Voltronic, and New Cruelty are all heading to the semifinals.
Got it. But we're not finished yet. The father of BattleBots and the hit of the week coming up. For exclusive interviews with BattleBot builders, or if you're just looking to chat with other bot fans, check out comedycentral.com/BattleBots.
Beautiful San Francisco, where the birds are everywhere, and so is their crap. Slap 'em Silly gets creamed by the pulverizer, and that's our hit of the week.
Welcome back, everybody. Paul McCready has been called one of the greatest inventors in the 20th century. His inventions are on display in the Smithsonian, and more importantly, he's the unofficial father of BattleBots.
Paul McCready is an aeronautics engineer and founder of AeroVironment, a research and development company that creates clean and efficient vehicles. Paul took some time off from his busy schedule to get a first-hand look at BattleBots, founded by 2 of his proteges, Trey Roski and Greg Munson.
Oh, I'm a complete enthusiast for what I've seen of BattleBots. They get people into solving problems in ingenious ways.
Knowing Paul at an early age was a big, huge influence on me, and I think it inspired me to, do what we're doing here, to make a home for engineers to become, something special.
Not only has Paul inspired Trey's and Greg's BattleBots venture, he actually helped to fund it.
What happened was Greg and I decided to build a BattleBot, and we needed some money. He loaned us $500.
And now it's payback time.
Wow.
So here's a check for $500. If there were baseball cards for engineers, Paul McCready would be one of the most collectible.
Not to brag, but I've been to the Smithsonian, Tim.
That is impressive, Bill, and I want to hear all about it. later.
After the melon baller story?
Yeah, because right now it's recap time. Zion and Sabotage exchange moves and lift, but Zion gets the win. He's moving on to the quarters.
Wedge of Doom flexes his triceps, lifting Slap 'em Silly to the losers bracket. He's moving on to the quarters.
I wish we could have won, but it was okay. I had a good time.
And we had a good time, too. For Carmen Electra, Arj Barker, and Tony Rock, I'm Tim Green.
And I'm Bill Dwyer with an important reminder. People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. But people in Lexan houses, knock yourself out. Take it easy.
You're watching Comedy Central. Up next, everyone really is a comedian on Premium Blend.